A lighting one.
Okay, hello, hi. My name is Catherine Toomey. I am a business owner of Catherine Toomey Massage and Reflexology. I've made a promise to do like a six-part info session with all the people that are in my life that have made a difference. And it's quite informal. I'm that kind of person. I work really well, kind of off the cuff. And today we're going to speak to natural we're going to talk about natural healing with stem cells with experienced natural medicine practitioner Nin Daniel, and we just call her Nin. And she's here with us today. And what we're going to talk about with her is her experience with uh, working with a nutritional product that benefits the body from the inside out. So we would like to cross over to Nin, and she's going to introduce herself.
Hi, Catherine. Thank you so much. It's nice to be here. It's an honour. I've been practicing natural medicine for about 15 years. In that time, I've used so many different, supplements and medicines. My favourite being herbal medicine because you can sort of tailor it to the individual, and they're quite powerful. But in that time, I have not seen the sort of results that I started getting when I started using stem cell nutrition. And I guess we'll explore what that is. But just an overview, it being a 100% natural food that works with your body to help you to heal, and it really helps to get to the root cause of situations. So it's very unique, very special, very powerful. But being natural, it just ticks all the boxes for me, and it's what I basically prescribe pretty much mostly now, and I have been for the last few years. So in that time, I learned a lot about stem cells because none of it came from, formal education, sadly. So even in medicine, it's not talked about, the whole field of stem cells and stem cell biology. So it's very exciting, and I look forward to exploring some questions around it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
definitely. I was just going to say, for me, what I found and what I enjoy about learning about stem cell nutrition is that it really is on the very edge of technology and new findings in science for ways that we can accelerate energy, but also how we can decelerate from the aging process. And I certainly feel like a product that promotes renewal and repair of stem cells is certainly you're going to be able to attribute using this product in a way to make you feel younger, whether that's mentally, physically. That the products that are available relate to all those things that we're looking for in the market that relate to youth. So we're going to ask you, the first question is, what exactly are the ceruldes? So it's a blue-green algae supplement. Can you explain to us what that is, how it relates to our daily life?
Absolutely. So anecdotally, which means, throughout history, traditionally, people consumed this blue-green algae that's found in a lake in Oregon. It's called the Upper Klamath Lake. Very special lake because it's not a unique strain of blue-green algae, but it is the place where it's grown the most. So you can harvest it there in huge amounts, and that makes it viable for human consumption. Other lakes around the world have it, but very small amounts. So very unique, very ancient lake with so much volcanic ash. So the amount of vitamins and minerals in it, trace amounts of everything. It's you would call it a complete food. It's quite nutritious. So what this blue green algae is, it's like a strain of spirulina. Spirulina is a blue-green algae as well, but this one is called Aphanizomenon floss aqua. So AFA for short.
I love that
So
you
what
know.
AFA?
I love that
Yeah,
you can say all the terminology. That's why you're
took a while to get used to it, but Aphanizomenon floss aqua. Don't ask me to say it quick, but I can say and then AFA for short. So AFA, a blue-green algae that contains specific ingredients that people used to consume in whole amounts and found a sense of well-being, energy, focus, mental clarity, and eventually, as scientists uncovered this, we found people with severe chronic conditions actually getting better as well. So AFA has ingredients in it that help you to release your own stem cells. So that is an incredible statement to make. Something that can help you to mobilize your own adult stem cells means that you can put more stem cells into circulation. Now, why would you even want to do that? The important thing to know here is that our ability to release our own stem cells declines with age.
Mm.
So that by the age
I'm
of
really,
30,
I'm really glad that you're mentioning that. Yeah, one of the
yeah,
questions that I had was what really makes this different from other wellness supplements, and I guess you're
of
going to
course,
answer that
yes,
it really does bind so well with women going through menopause, going through the change in life. For me, what I found is I didn't have a runway for when I was going through and then coming out of the menopause journey, and
fantastic.
because it is for most women traumatic, because we make it that way. We don't just want to be in the menopause line. No one wants to be in a
Mm.
line, and I can, well, assumably, I get that, and so I think what my appreciation for this product has been is the simplicity of not having to choose a whole lot of different things that are meant to do this, that are meant to do that. I know we were sort of touching on collagen and that sort of a product. But what we're talking about with this product is that it helps the body to heal and repair itself.
That's right. So the important thing to remember again is that our ability to release stem cells declines with age. So when you're about 30, almost 40% is gone. 50 years old, almost 50% is gone. So your ability to access stem cells, which are your repair system, declines. So even if you're healthy and everything's going well, we are still aging. So that alone makes us think, okay, well, what can I do just to optimize my health for as long as possible? We're not going to live forever,
Mm,
but for the time that we're here, we want that quality of life. So being over 50 years old, I know for a fact that when I started taking that stem cell nutrition, it absolutely did help me to release more stem cells because I saw the result of what that release is, which is more repair, more regeneration, definitely looking different. People should take photos before and after
yeah.
because you will start to look and feel more youthful as well. So the AFA is unique in that it is the only product in the world that does what it says it does. It releases at least 25% of your own adult stem cells. And in doing that, we are now taking care of a lot of the issues that we would have been doing with multiple supplements,
Yeah.
which I don't know many people who walk away from a naturopath with one thing in their bag. It's
Yeah.
usually several ingredients, several products, taking multiple, different things. You can still do that, but I found you don't have to because this does most of the heavy lifting. And so you're able to help people even save money, to take care of their own health by just doing stem cell nutrition and then seeing how things go over a few months. You may or may not need additional support, but this indeed works to cover most things.
So
So
you,
that's the difference that
yeah,
you were saying. What is the difference between this product and other supplements? One, they don't release stem cells. Two, this covers so much more because remember, we said AFA is very nutritious. It has a lot of other ingredients in it that will support well-being. So that's the first port of call: stem cell nutrition, and then maybe or maybe not needing other supplements.
yeah. So I was just going to tell our audience that you are a naturopath as well. Is that that's
Yes,
your background?
yes. So I've been
Yes.
practicing natural medicine for about 15 years
Yes.
and have used so many products in my time. I'm talking, like hundreds.
Yes.
We go through those because there's always something that promises this and that,
That's
but
right.
certainly the evidence for those things, I would question them now. The field of human nutrition science actually doesn't exist because there is no way that you can do trials on humans. You can only make correlations and associations. You can't say that take this and this will happen. It reduces your risk of this or that. Absolutely not.
Mm.
So, billion dollar, multi billion dollar industry now, which is the supplement industry, is really based on very, very flimsy, I would say, in my opinion, very flimsy data because
It's
there's,
hard. It's hard, isn't it?
yeah,
Because I think it's a big triangle that's
mm,
going up, and because there's money involved, obviously they want that to keep spiraling up. And sometimes I feel like the guinea pig for the new technology. But then I feel like, but if I'm going to try the next thing, oh, I might still be a guinea pig. But then at least I'm spiraling up with everybody else in my sort of sphere, I suppose. And
oh,
I'm really excited by the stem cell supplement range because it's looking at an individual from the inside out and giving them something that has depleted from 50 over. When you're growing, like grow, like your 20s, grow, your 30s, you're still developing, you're still pillowing out into the human that you're going to be. And then in your 40s, cracks start to appear, I would say. And so it's so interesting to know that while, yes, we're up to that stage in a physical sort of way and we can make, notation about it, we're still not quite up to the point of the recognition that I think is deserving of supplements like the stem cell supplements, because they are rejuvenating something that the body isn't supporting from that certain age. And when we do support the body, we everything improves. We don't need to take a whole lot of different sorts of supplements because we're improving from the inside, especially from a blood flow and circulation point of view, which is just such an important thing for me. As a therapist, I'm always on about keeping the blood flow and circulation going because if you've got a strong heart, it can pump the body and it keeps the body clean of toxins. Keeping the body clean of toxins is a really good way to stay heightened within your health. So just our next question here. So talk to me about how it helps with things like energy and focus and recovery. I know there's an amazing drink that has is it the collagen? I know that there's a sports drink that I really enjoy as well.
the Hydroactive. Yeah,
Yes,
yes. Well, in terms of AFA, because that's really the flagship product and that's the one that mobilizes our stem cells. So if we just focused on that, we could absolutely say that, throughout history and over the last 25 years that this product has been around, energy, focus, mental clarity are the first things that you do notice. And that's because there are specific ingredients in this product that help to do that. So it's not just the stem cell mobilization, but there are other ingredients. We can talk about phenylethylamine, which is called PEA. A lot of people are getting used to that term now because it's out there on the retail shelves as well. PEA is like a feel good molecule. It's that molecule that we release ourselves. We make it. It's what we release when we're really absorbed in a project and we're really loving what we do. We're just in like we're just a feeling of love and peace and that clarity. PEA gives us that, and it's in AFA, so naturally found in it. You don't have to manufacture it synthetically. So that alone, for me personally, throughout my whole life, having mood swings, lots of those, and definitely feeling down and, moments of depression. Wow. I can tell you that just that ingredient alone, the ability that it gives you in terms of mood enhancement is absolutely there. So I can tell anyone who feels those
I
those
love
things like mood problems, yeah, definitely energy, definitely clarity, brain fog. It absolutely works on that as well. That's its kind of side effect, if you will,
yes,
because stem
I
cell
love that.
mobilization is its main key action. But
Yeah,
yes,
I
many
love
many.
that a side effect is to actually feel
Mm,
a little bit more in love with what you're doing, a little bit more like you're I mean, obviously, being proactive in your health, so taking a supplement or going to the gym or doing those things to make yourself feel more healthy, they do create like an adrenaline and definitely would send chemicals through the brain to make you feel good. But I love that a side effect of this supplement is like coming along with that as well. There's nothing artificial. It's 100% sort of natural, which really does vibe really well with me. And
Can
then
we talk
also,
about that? Can we
yeah,
talk about that? The fact that
yes,
it has a very deep impact on humans because it's so ancient. It's one of the first living things on this planet. So it has been around for millions and millions of years, and it has a connection to that lake which is ancient. I mean, they've seen volcanoes erupt and land masses move. That blue green algae has light in it. It absorbs light from the sun, and it's been doing that for millions of years. So that there's this very, I feel by consuming it, we're consuming like almost it's a cosmic thing, right? So it's elevating us energetically as well. So being beings that are, we are frequency beings, right? We're energetic and we're consuming the sun's energy. That's a frequency.
yes,
So it gives us something more than just molecules, physical molecules. I feel like it's definitely elevates us, energetically as well. So
yes.
vibrationally, being depressed is a low vibration. That alone will show you that when you feel better, you are on a higher vibe, right? So just that alone on a physical level. But for me, it's very spiritual too,
Yes,
this
I really
particular.
like those two takes. That idea that at the same time as we're healing the cells in our body, we're also taking in natural energies like the sun, uh, because they're such an important thing in our day and age. With
Mm,
people spending all this time online and work and business and everything under those horrible lights they have in the office, all that sort of, this is a real promotion of something
mm,
that, even the color, like green is such a beautiful color. And the colors of these capsules are so
yes,
beautiful. I
yes.
remember when I was having lots of teeth problems a couple of months ago, and I bought the capsules, and they were here. And then you said take some out and just use them as a gargle. And I remember thinking, I can feel like I am so much bigger than I would have otherwise felt, because
Wow.
I had so much misinformation from dentists providing gargles. One dentist would provide a gargle, and then the next dentist would say, "Oh, you can't use that. That's a really bad one to use. It's bad for you." And so, like coming into using a product that I could at least rely on being natural just gave me, so it was a safeguard, and it helped promote health, and it helped promote me, future me, because I can now have so much more anticipation with the kind of safety net that I feel, emotionally, and just from myself, uh, promoting my own stem cells. So just talk to us
Absolutely.
about whether it's safe for everyone to use, just quickly, because we'll finish up in a minute or two, a couple of minutes.
Beautiful.
So just
Yeah.
tell us who it is for, if it's not safe for anybody, just the idea.
Sure. Remember, we said that from the age of 18, our ability to release stem cells starts to decline. So it's as early as 18 years old. I would have anyone who's 18 plus be on stem cell nutrition because that way you're ahead of the game as well. If you're 18 and you still feel great, just being on a maintenance dose would be fantastic.
And
Anyone under 18, I would look at, what's going on with that child. Are there any issues? Absolutely, they'll benefit. I've had newborns, 18-month-olds, on stem cell nutrition for genetic disorders, for example, something that happened that was not quite right yet. Children do go through things and they generally do recover, but I'm finding more and more that even children under 18, it's becoming challenging. Their conditions can become chronic. So definitely we treat under 18s, but we definitely give it to over 18s. So from 18 onwards, for life. That's what I would say.
Can you,
Everybody, every day is my
can you
motto.
tell us a little bit about the range as well? Because another feature of these and this
Mm,
supplement range that I was so appreciative of, being, all my astrology and all the things that I find are very kind of Sagittarian limited. So I go into the deep dive with things, and then if I get lost in there, I'm put off. And what I loved about these products is it's just really simple. There's not a lot of products. So if you could just talk us through the available products.
yes. So we talked about the flagship product, which is the AFA. That comes from Stem Enhance Ultra. So that's the main bottle. We want to support the release of those stem cells, and the two things that limit stem cell function basically is poor circulation and inflammation. So the other two products that support that are anti-inflammatory and circulation support, which is Cyactive and Plasma Flow. Perfect. Now you've got like a trilogy, first responders working together to maximize stem cell release and stem cell function. So three products that I would say, go so well together because of the support that they give stem cells. In addition to that, there are others. We've got Collagen Active, which is 2 times more absorbable than other collagens on the market. So I would recommend that because it also has anti-inflammatory and other actions in it too. So you're getting more for what you're paying. Yeah. So it's not just buying collagen.
Mm.
The other one is Hydraactive, which gives you 3 times more hydration than you would get from just one glass of water. So that very well works for people who work outdoors, who are always sweating a lot,
Yes, that's right.
especially coming to summer. It'll be beautiful. Hydration is one of the causes for a lot of problems. So just simply hydrating yourself can get rid of depression, anxiety. I've had people with suicidal, thoughts and things like the whole spectrum, yeah, of mental health conditions, all the way to being properly hydrated because you can get gallstones if you're not. So hydration very underrated, and just drinking more water is not the way to do it because
It's not
sadly the
enough.
quality of water is the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not enough.
So,
And I just wanted to say as well, so these products are not this supplement, it's not something in my mind where you can just take, two little tablets. You really require to give yourself a bit of generosity with these products, because if you go onto the pack that we sell as a as a startup sort of pack, this pack is going to
yeah.
contain the three main products. And the point of these products is, as you say, to decrease inflammation and improve circulation. So for all those people out there that are not able to exercise as much as they would like, or not able to get outdoors, or are just feeling lethargic, this is a really good product to get that body boosted. It's like a physical, mental clarity boost. And you don't start off small, you start off big. You see if it's going to be something of benefit to you, if it's going to show you results. And I'm just so sure that it will. And that's something
Mm,
that's very important, to be mindful of the product. Don't go in and just have one a day and expect results. You've really got to go in with gusto. It's not expensive in comparison to buying a bunch of other different supplements. And what the recommendation is in taking these supplements, you can, wean yourself off the other supplements that you're taking, and obviously with doctor's guidance. And look,
So
Nin,
dosage does depend on your condition. So if everything's going great and you're just wanting to maintain good health, 2 capsules can do it. But once you've got a little bit more going on, mild, moderate, or severe problems require you to match the dose to that. So absolutely, it's a dose thing. It's not like I'll take 2 and I'll get rid of my arthritis
mm,
pain or whatever. Yeah. So we definitely say you can't play around with the doses. You've got to match it to your condition
that's right.
for sure.
Yeah, good that you mentioned arthritis as well, because that is something that relates to this the repair and renewal of stem cells in the body. Okay, so did you have, was there anything that you feel like you wanted to just check in? I feel like we've really covered everything. I'm really glad to have had the opportunity to speak with you because I'm
I'd love to
such a
tell you
big
about an
fan.
experience. Can I tell you about an experience I had with someone recently?
Yes, sure.
Results that we got. A lady in her 40s who has a hypermobility issue. So her joints, they flex too far beyond where they should, hypermobility. And she was in severe pain, especially in her hip area, for years. And she reached the point where she said, that's it. If I'm going to have to live with this pain for another 10 years, I don't want to live anymore. So she was at that stage where she just didn't want to live anymore. And literally within 2 days of taking just Stem Enhance Ultra, which is the AFA product, 2 days, just 2 capsules twice a day, which again, she now needs to take more because she realizes, your body needs more to repair more. But that initial effect that it had, the pain was gone. So the effect that stem cells have in the body is it's unbelievable. You just have to remember what it was like as a child. You used to fall off your bike, you used to get back on, right? Now in 30s, 40s, 50s, it's going to take time to get over that fall. But she realized that just 2 capsules twice a day for a couple of days resolved that severe pain that she had in her hips. So again, it just shows us the power of stem cells. They are our repair system, and it's the stem cells that are doing this job, right? So we're only enabling that by mobilizing more out of our bone marrow.
Mm,
And that's just one case out of hundreds that I've seen and that I've personally experienced too.
mm,
So there is no question in my mind that they're so effective that you don't need so much in terms of supplementing, because remember, supplements means you're supplementing something else. Stem
mm.
Enhance Ultra is not supplement. It's not a supplement really,
No,
because it's not supplementing something else. It is mobilizing your stem cells.
that's
So
exactly
it
right.
is. It's a high. It's a top shelf, high end nutraceutical. Really, that's what we should be
Really is.
calling it, because
Yes.
the results that we get are spectacular.
I'm really glad you pointed that out. Yes, it's a standalone, and it really it's at the high end of
Mm,
technology. Also, I really think that it benefits the
yeah.
body to work in the direction of repairing itself rather than telling us, even if it's mentally or energetically, that we're replacing something we don't have. It's better to take something that our body can reproduce itself because we were all born as cells. So thank you so much, Nin, for
Thank
coming
you, Catherine.
into my little chat here and having this conversation
So
with me.
much.
I really appreciated it.
Sweet.
I know you're very busy. And I'd also love to talk to you again. So I hope we get that opportunity.
Absolutely look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Thanks.